most of us we don't realize how much we suffer. And it's not because of what life brings, but because of how tightly we cling to what we believe we are. Right? We always think we're our thoughts, our emotions. We think we are our past, our wounds, our goals, right? We attach this sense of identity to thousands of passing things and then wonder why we feel unstable. Right? But the real cause of suffering, it isn't the world. It's identification. Just look into this a little bit here. You see, like the human mind, it's a storyteller, and it constantly says, I am this, I am that, I should be here by now, I need this to be happy, things have to go this way, I need things to be like this, right? This story gets built from memory, from trauma, social conditioning, and fear, desire. And then we live inside it, believing that it's real. And psychologically, this becomes the ego structure, right? It seeks security in definition. It says, if I can define myself strongly enough, then maybe I'll be safe. Maybe I'll be loved. I need to be loved in this specific way because of my narrative. But here's the problem. Every identity you cling to becomes a cage. Every time you say, this is who I am, you limit yourself to that fixed image. And life is not fixed. It's fluid. It moves. When life doesn't match the image that we're clinging to, we suffer. And we blame the world, meaning others, situations, experiences for our discomfort. My job is unfulfilling. My partner doesn't understand me. I don't have enough time, money, freedom, right? But these complaints are just symptoms of a deeper disease. It's this misidentification. You are not your job. You know this already, right? You are not your job. You are not your relationship status. You are not your bank balance. You are not your trauma. You're not your beliefs. You're not your labels. All of that is part of the outer dance. But none of it's you, right? You know this. And there comes a moment, sometimes through suffering, sometimes through grace, when we stop and ask, if I am not these roles, not these thoughts, not even these emotions, then what am I? And in that gap, when all identity collapses, what remains? Silence, awareness, stillness. It's a simple, undeniable sense of I am. So not this, I am this, or I am that. Just simply, I am. So this is the doorway. This is the essence of all spiritual awakening, to shift from being the person to being the presence, from identification to witnessing, from the story to the stillness beneath or behind the story. So it's not a concept, it's not a philosophy, it's a direct inner realization. Right? If you're not your job, you're not these roles, you're not these passing and fleeting emotional states which you get caught up in. You are the awareness behind that. This I am. It's not something that you achieve, it's something that you return to. So let's understand this psychologically here. So the moment your thoughts are witnessed instead of you being pulled into them, you create a kind of space. And the moment you observe an emotion without reacting or suppressing it, you return to the center. So in that space, you're free. You're no longer entangled in the identity, no longer lost in the noise. You're not trying to escape life, right? It's not at all about escaping, suppressing, or regressing. You're becoming life itself, not entangled in thought. Thought is memory. Memory is due to past experiences, right? You're not that. And you realize that you can say, I am not anxious. I am aware of anxiety. I'm not angry. I am aware of anger. In that shift, the whole game changes. The mind will still speak and the body will still feel, but your center remains unmoved. You have to practice this over and over. You're no longer caught. You are aware. You're present. You're rooted. And people ask, how can I stay in that state all the time? The truth is, you don't stay in it. You realize you never left. You just become entangled with other things at points. You're just distracted by thoughts and roles, by resistance. So this presence, the I am, is always here. It's not something you need to hold on to. It's something that you need to stop involuntarily ignoring. Get back to that. You are the awareness behind all of these shifting and transient feelings and thoughts and behaviors, activities, right? And once you live from that center, something quite extraordinary happens. You stop being a victim. You stop complaining. You stop needing life to be a certain way in order to be at peace, because that never happens. It will never happen for you. Little fleeting moments, but who wants fleeting moments of peace based on external situations or circumstances, right? Because now your peace comes from presence, not from preference. And this makes you unshakable, because you found the only thing in this world that doesn't move. So living from the I am doesn't mean you become passive or indifferent. It means you act from clarity, not from compulsion. You respond rather than react. You love without fear. You speak without masks. You move through life as a conscious presence, not a conditioned personality. It's not an escape from life. It's full engagement without attachment. It's through this recognition, right? And that's this highest form of freedom that we can have for ourselves. And from this place, nothing can truly disturb you. Sure, life will still bring its waves, but now you're the ocean, not the surface. You see everything clearly. You meet everything openly. And you rest in the unchanging presence of what you truly are. So this is all my invitation to you. Stop chasing peace outside. Stop fixing the story. Turn inward and rest in the stillness that has always been there. It's never left you. Return to that I am. Not because it's an idea, but because it's the only thing that can't be taken from you. That's where peace lives. That's where truth begins. That's where you are. So thanks for being here. More importantly, thank you for being.